here on my day off because, I had to run dogs and stuff like that. But we had a great question about what spindles we have in store and their price points. Because, of course, we want to help you become spinners, all of you. So, we're going to start out with our basic model spindle. We sell it as a spindle kit. It's $18. You get the spindle, which is this lovely little spindle. It's a great spindle. And it comes with 20 grams of wool for you to practice on. And if you want to add more wool to that, we can arrange that. We can pick you out colors. Any of the colors that we have here, our braids are merino. Domestic merino braids are $10 a braid, and we can add that on to any spindle that you want, or we can do one of our luxury fibers. Like if you really wanted to go crazy, you could always have really yummy mohair. They're $15. Or ultrafine cormo and angora, also $15. I have mohair in the mouth now. So for $18 is your basic beginner drop spindle. Now, moving up and on and changing direction a little bit, we have Turkish spindles. It's really cool. What's great about a Turkish spindle is they build your very own center pole ball. So when you're done spinning, you pull your spindle apart and you will have a center pole ball from which to spin on, to fly from. There we go. All of my words are a little slow today, but we will get them. So Turkish use a half hitch instead of a hook. As you saw there, I took it, I make a loop with my fingers. You want the underneath loop to be on the bottom, the loose end on the bottom, and it loops around and it makes a knot there. You spin these the same as you do a top whirl, always clockwise. And then we draft it out. I find these a little harder to do park and draft with, but if you are ready to move on from park and draft, Turkish are really fun. They are a little different. They're slower than some other top whirls, but you have the pleasure of having that center pole ball when you are done. So when you have a length of yarn, you unhook your half hitch, and then it is over 2, under 1, 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 and you just continue that. And as you can see, my gray is starting to wrap around, and you can build a really pretty crop with a Turkish. That's part of my favorite part of a Turkish, is being able to build a really pretty crop. Our Turkish are $25, and of course, think about adding some wool to that. And you can, when you get it, you get to start spinning right away. I always recommend a long wool for a beginner, like a Romney or a Border Leicester, because it is a toothier fleece and it's a little bit more forgiving. It's grabbier. Now, if those fleeces don't spark joy, don't make you happy, then of course go with what makes you happy, because none of us can be successful working with something that does not make us happy. So that is our Turkish. spindle, and they are handmade by a gentleman. Then remove from there, again, $25 Turkish spindle. All we have are, I want to say this is walnut and maples left. As you can see, this is what they look like, and when you pull them apart, your shaft comes out and your two flying arms come apart, and that is how you take it apart to take your ball off also. So that's what we have there. Then we have our Spinner's Whimsy top whorls. We'll look at our large ones. They are all about, but the large ones are 1.5, 1.4. This is probably also a 1.4. Where's another one? This one is 1.1. And looking at these are all curly cherry and walnut. They're beautiful spindles. These spin very, very fast. Very fast. They are $75. If you see something you like, we have, I'm going to call this a star pattern, this a scallop, like, I don't know, wavy pattern, and this one's kind of scalloped shell pattern. This is the spindle I have been using. I used in the other demo. See, it's totally fully loaded up here. If somebody has to have the spindle, I'll take my project off of it too. But that shows it works really, really, really well. But these are $75, and they're really awesome. Really, really awesome spindles. All handmade. Then we also have in our Spinner's Whimsy collection really tiny spindles. Some really tiny ones. Also, these are curly maple and walnut. These are in the 0.9 to 0.6 for the star, like 4-pointed star. I cannot see what this one is because I plied on it. This is the one I used in the plying video, but I cannot imagine that it weighs more than this one, which is 0.8. These are really, really, really fast, really light, perfect for spinning lace weight. Amazing little spindles. They are also $75. This is something that would be my go-to for spinning ultra fine fleeces, really thin, like Angora. My favorite way to spin Angora is to spindle it. I get a more controlled spin with it. Do I have any questions, Declan? Here I am kind of cameraing alone. Declan's being my cameraman since Heather is out running errands. Any questions? No. Cool colors of the rainbow, yeah. They are cool colors. So that's what I have there. And as always, here I'll take a moment. I'll step off camera. So I showed you all of those, and then we'll come over and I'll show you wool, because you know we all need wool to go with our spindles. See, personally, if I was going to get one of these little guys, I would also, like, check this out. Check out the satin Angora. Look at the color on that. And yeah, the plastic has it really shiny, but it is really, really shiny underneath of there. So I would add like Angora, but we also have all kinds of fun stuff. We have colored Angora locks, Teeswater locks. You could spin those. We have border luster locks. Really, your imagination is all that limits you here. We have some sparkly roving, purple sparkly roving from 3G. We have all of our natural colors. That's the ultra fine Cormo. This is the mohair. We have Angora alpaca, straight alpaca. Sorry, we don't have Angora in roving because it doesn't stay together. We do not have any supported spindles. Neither Heather or I have been taught how to support spindle. That is on my list to learn this year. So at this time, we do not have any supported spindles. Any of these top whirl spindles can work as a supported spindle due to their pointed end. You can use them in a cup or something of that nature, but it is not, I know it's not the same. But I don't have any true supported spindles in stock at this time, mainly because I don't know how to teach it, and it makes me both of us a little uncomfortable to have something here that we can't teach also. I'm just looking at pretty wools here. We have black Scottish blackface. You know how hard it is to find that? That's not a very common thing. Just totally off random there. And then this long wool, it's tagged long wool. It's actually East Frisian. So if you want to try something different there. Of course, all the colors. And we will add these to anythings. The Merino Cormo blends, yes. This is totally a needle felter's paradise here. We have the colors. We have the base colors. We have natural colors. We have locks for needle felting. So if you wanted to make something, I wonder if making wool yarn through wool spindles. I don't know. I don't know that it makes it windier. It can be, they tend to have a little bit more twist than sometimes than on a wheel, and that's just something you have to get used to and balance out. So we have lots of colors. I know, Paula, it's like lots and lots of colors here. We also have bats. So if you are afraid of roving because you've heard awful things about it being hard to draft and it just scares you and you're a new spinner, bats are a great way to go. This bin up here, they're all $10. We just did a bat video just the other day. Hop on there and watch the bats. If there's a bat that you really want, we can ship those. But yeah, we have lots of bats. These mohair bats, like Heather doesn't want to sell this one. I don't want to sell this one. Really, we love the mohair bats. They're amazing. So yeah, that's what we have here. And we will be back on again later this week, and we'll be talking about spinning wheels, because some people feel that that's the natural progression from spindling, is to go with spinning wheels next. So we'll be talking about those. But just to recap, our Spinners exclusive spindles, we have the 1.6 to 1.8 range, the larger ones, and the smaller ones, they are in the 0.6 to 0.8 range, and all of which are really, really fast spindles. They are $75 a piece. Curly cherry and walnut is what they're made out of. We have the Turkish spindles, all of our Turkish spindles. They are $25 a spindle. And we have just a few left in stock. They were a hit up in Puyallup. And they're all beautiful. So we have 5 of those left. Like I said, $25 a piece. Then we have our spindle kits, which come with this little perfectly awesome little spindle and 20 grams of fiber, you will get that one, and fiber for 18. So there you go. Should answer everything that we've covered. Those are the spindles we have in stock at this time. We are looking at bringing in more, as always, because, you know, we feel everybody needs to spin. If you haven't spun Angora yet, maybe spindling it is the way to go. Like I said, that's my favorite way to spin it. And or if you just need locks, look at all those locks down there. Pretty, pretty, pretty. You need locks for needle felting. Or even if you've already learned to spin and you have a wheel and you need more fiber, let us know. We got lots. Look at this room. It's huge. I haven't even finished. Our new shelf goes floor to ceiling. It's really awesome. Let us know what we can do for you, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.